Okay, what I want to show you today is my motorcycle lift table. I've made a similar film that's called a ride on mower lift table. Same film, don't need to watch both. Made this to make working on the bike and ride on mowers a lot easier. Hurt my back a few years ago, and this definitely helps doing a lot of jobs. It's been fantastic ever since I've made this. You know, not much mechanical stuff work isn't done on this table. Just made with 30mm RHS square tube, very basic design. I'll show it in the upright position and you'll see it operating. Just one thing you need to see in this down position is the angle of the top piece. You can't have the top and the base parallel, because the way I jack it up, it was sort of jacking backwards on itself. I can't really describe it. So what I had to do was, where the uprights, the front and rear upright, where they attach to the base and the top, they can't be parallel. Or another way to put it is, the pivot points for the top, they have to be closer together than the pivot points for the bottom. And you'll and when it's down, it'll look like this, and it's quite easy to jack like this. I've been playing around with, well, currently I use a car jack and jack stands to jack it up, which is okay. I'm not using it every day, so it's not that much of a pain. I would like to put a hydraulic ram or a pneumatic ram on it somewhere, or I've been playing around using a block and tackle, which I've attached to the garage roof, and it hooks back here. But for the bike, because it's pretty heavy, I'm going to use the jack. So I'll put the camera down and show it in operation. It's a two-stage operation. The jack won't get it all the way up in one go. Just position the jack. And I can take it all the way up from here. Once it's on this second position, it moves a fair bit quicker. I think the jack needs a bit of oil. Jack's a bit dry. Okay. Just lower it back. Bit of a tweak. And all the weight now is being taken by the jack stands. Now what you'll notice is I haven't taken the legs totally vertical. The table is still high enough to work on, quite convenient. If you were to make one of these, don't take the legs past vertical. You'll go past vertical and then it will just fall forward, unless you put some sort of lock in there that it won't go all the way. You could attach all sort of safety devices to this. I'm happy with the way mine works. I'm the only one that uses it, so it's okay. Pretty simple. 30mm RHS, I might have mentioned that already. The base, you can see all the bracing through it, and I've just got a bit of square rod fencing. I can't remember the correct name. At the back here I've attached a plate. If I want to bench test a ride on mower engine, I can bolt it there. So the upright's basically a spare frame, the top piece. The base is basically a square frame with some braces going across. I had to reposition the lower cross brace, so that's why that one looks a bit different. It's dyno bolted to the concrete floor in 6 positions, and the uprights have got some cross braces. There's the pivot points there. That could maybe do some reinforcing, but I don't use it much, and it's probably something I'll do in the future. At the back here, that's how I attach the block and tackle, D-shackle. There's the block and tackle there. I had to reinforce the top of the shed. Not totally happy with this method. My ideal plan would put a pneumatic or a hydraulic ram from somewhere here to up here, so it's going in that direction. That's something down the track, but currently for how often I use it, I'm happy to use the car jack. Any questions, please post them. Happy to answer any. If I get a bit of interest in it, I might do another movie with or another clip showing all the dimensions and measurements. Thanks for watching.